Welcome to my channel, Valuable Coins All World. In this video, I tell you about the United States of America Kennedy half dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. The United States has always been home to some of the most iconic coins in the world, each carrying with it a story of history, innovation, and sometimes even mystery. One such coin that has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike is the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar. This coin, which was minted to commemorate the United States bicentennial, not only carries the weight of American history but also a significant story of design, production, and the legacy of President John F. Kennedy. If you've ever held one of these coins, you've touched a piece of history, and if you haven't, well, by the end of this video, you'll be well on your way to understanding why it's such a prized collectible. Let's rewind to the 1960s. The country was undergoing significant social, political, and cultural shifts. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963 had left a lasting mark on the nation, and soon, the U.S. Treasury Department was thinking about ways to memorialize him. The idea of a half-dollar coin featuring Kennedy's image was first proposed just months after his death. In 1964, the U.S. Mint began striking the Kennedy half dollar, with its profile of the beloved president appearing on the obverse. The reverse of the coin, originally designed to feature an eagle, had the familiar heraldic eagle design. But Kennedy's likeness on the front became the symbol that defined the coin for years to come. Fast forward to the mid-1970s. The country was preparing to celebrate a milestone, the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. The bicentennial of the United States was a time for reflection, national pride, and a look back at what the nation had accomplished since its birth. Naturally, the U.S. Mint wanted to mark this occasion with something special. But how could they tie in this monumental event with the existing Kennedy half dollar? The answer came in the form of a design that would forever link two of America's greatest moments: the founding of the nation and the presidency of JFK. In 1975. The U.S. Mint announced that a special version of the Kennedy half dollar would be minted to celebrate the bicentennial. This design was unique, featuring a reverse that was completely different from the traditional eagle. Instead, it depicted the iconic image of Independence Hall in Philadelphia, where the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776. Above the image of the hall, the words 1776 to 1976 marked the 200-year anniversary of the United States independence. The obverse retained Kennedy's likeness, but this time, it was paired with the new reverse to create a coin that was both a tribute to the nation's founding and to the president who had been assassinated just over a decade before. The decision to release the Kennedy half dollar as a bicentennial coin was met with great enthusiasm. The coin would be struck in 1975, but it was meant to be used throughout 1976, as part of the bicentennial celebrations. The Mint released both a copper-nickel version for circulation and a silver-clad version for collectors. For the first time in history, these coins were also available in proof and uncirculated sets, with a striking appearance that made them even more desirable. The new reverse design was not only a nod to the nation's origins but also served as a reminder of how far America had come in 200 years. As the year wore on, people across the country began to notice the Kennedy half dollar's special design. It quickly became a favorite among collectors and those seeking a tangible connection to the nation's bicentennial celebrations. Minted at 3 locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, these coins were produced in large numbers, which meant they were widely circulated. Despite their mass production, however, certain editions of the coin quickly became highly sought after, and that's where the real intrigue lies. Collectors and investors began to notice that certain variations of the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar were more valuable than others. The regular copper-nickel coins, while still treasured, didn't hold the same appeal as their silver counterparts. The 40% silver-clad versions, which were only released in special proof and uncirculated sets, became highly coveted for their composition and rarity. The proof coins, in particular, were produced in smaller quantities, and the mirrored finish made them stand out even more. For those paying close attention to the finer details, the presence of an S mint mark became a key point of interest. These were coins struck at the San Francisco Mint, which produced the proof versions of the bicentennial Kennedy half dollar. Some of these coins were carefully preserved in pristine condition, which made them even more valuable over time. But it wasn't just the mint marks that caught collectors' attention. There were also rumors of error coins that further increased the coin's allure. One such example is the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar with the double die reverse. This is a very rare error where the engraving on the reverse of the coin appears to be doubled, causing a distorted, blurry image of Independence Hall. These rare error coins have become highly prized by numismatists, fetching significant prices at auctions. Over time, the Kennedy half-dollar became a true collector's item, with some even going for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the condition and rarity of the coin. Fast forward to today, and the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar has solidified its place as one of the most beloved and historically significant coins in American numismatic history. While the vast majority of these coins can still be found in circulation or in collectors' sets for a modest price, there are a select few that have appreciated immensely in value. This appreciation is largely due to the rarity of certain versions, the historical significance of the coin, and the growing interest in rare coins as investments. Now, let's talk about the numbers. The value of the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar can vary dramatically based on several factors, including its condition, its mint mark, and whether it's an error coin. For example, if you happen to have a well-preserved, proof-quality coin with an S mint mark, you might be looking at a piece that's worth several $100s. But that's nothing compared to the highest tier of these coins, the rarest of the rare. Some of the most sought-after 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollars, particularly those with unique characteristics like the double die or the high-grade silver versions, have been known to sell for astronomical prices. And here's the big reveal. Did you know that certain versions of the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar have sold for as much as $45,000 or more? Yes, you heard that right. Depending on the condition, rarity, and specific details of the coin, the value of these coins can soar to unimaginable heights, making them a truly remarkable part of American coinage. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone interested in the fascinating world of numismatics, the Kennedy half-dollar remains one of the most intriguing and valuable coins to seek out. In conclusion, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar is not just a coin. It's a testament to America's history, its dedication to honoring its leaders, and its ability to bring moments of reflection and pride to the forefront of the nation's celebrations. Whether you hold one in your hand as a part of your collection, or you find one hidden in an old coin jar, you're holding a piece of American heritage. And who knows? It might just be worth far more than you ever imagined. So, next time you come across one of these coins, take a closer look. What might seem like a simple, mass-produced piece of currency could be the key to unlocking a much larger story. And, if you're lucky enough, it could even be worth a small fortune. Top 2. We're going to dive deep into one such coin, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar, a coin that has captured the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. But what is it about this seemingly simple coin that makes it so sought after? Is it the story behind it? Or perhaps its rarity and value in today's market? Let's take a journey through time as we explore the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar. From its origins, design, and minting to its place in modern-day numismatics, this coin story is anything but ordinary. The year was 1971. A nation still reeling from the turbulence of the 1960s began to settle into the new decade. The civil rights movement had gained momentum. The Vietnam War was nearing its peak, and American society was in the midst of rapid change. Yet, amidst the upheaval, one figure stood as a symbol of hope, unity, and progress: the late President John F. Kennedy. Tragically assassinated in 1963, Kennedy's legacy continued to loom large in the national consciousness. It was this legacy that would inspire the U.S. Treasury to release a new coin in his honor, the Kennedy half-dollar. But how did this coin, minted in 1971, come to represent so much more than just a form of currency? The Kennedy half-dollar, first released in 1964, was initially designed to commemorate the life of the 35th President of the United States. It was an unprecedented move, such a tribute usually reserved for figures long deceased, not for one whose life had been tragically cut short. Designed by Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparo, the coin's obverse features a portrait of Kennedy, facing left, with the inscription Liberty and the year of minting. The reverse of the coin, designed by Gasparo, features the American eagle with its wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows in one talon and an olive branch in the other. The eagle is a symbol of strength and peace, and this design continues to resonate deeply with Americans, embodying both the power and the ideals that Kennedy stood for. In 1971, however, the coin underwent a significant change, one that would later become a hallmark of the Kennedy half-dollar. For years, the U.S. government had been facing an increasing shortage of silver, and the price of silver had been rising steadily throughout the 1960s. As a result, in 1971, the U.S. Mint made the decision to switch the composition of the Kennedy half-dollar from 90% silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition. The change was not just a shift in material, it marked a turning point in coinage history. It was a practical decision, yes, but it was also a sign of the times. The era of silver coinage was coming to an end, and the minting of coins would soon be defined by a new era of materials and techniques. Produced at 3 U.S. mint facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar was part of the first large-scale production of the coin with this new copper-nickel composition. Mintages for this year were high. The Philadelphia Mint alone produced more than 100 million coins, while the Denver Mint also produced over 80 million. Despite the large numbers, there was a subtle yet crucial distinction in the minting process that we must focus on: the mint mark. You see, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar comes in two main variations: the regular issue and the proof issue. The regular issue, produced in high quantities, can be found with a D mint mark if it was struck in Denver, or with no mint mark at all if it was made in Philadelphia. But the real treasure lies in the proof coins. Struck at the San Francisco Mint, these coins were made for collectors and are far rarer. Now, for many casual observers, a coin from 1971 may not seem particularly special. After all, it's a coin that was struck in huge numbers, and its composition was fairly standard for the time. But here's where things get interesting. The story of the Kennedy half-dollar goes far beyond just its minting details. In fact, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar holds a particular place in the hearts of collectors for its symbolism and its sheer rarity, especially when it comes to certain varieties. This coin is among the most beloved in modern American numismatics, and over time, it has evolved into a cornerstone of coin collecting. The real allure of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar lies in its collector's appeal. The appeal isn't just in the coin's design or its historical context, but also in the nuances that make certain versions so rare and valuable. One of the most coveted varieties is the 1971 S-proof coin. Produced in limited numbers for collectors, the proof version of this coin boasts a mirror-like finish, high detail, and the prestige of being struck at the famed San Francisco Mint. These coins were specially packaged and sold to collectors through the U.S. Mint, making them a prime addition to any serious collection. But what makes the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar so valuable today? Why, after more than 50 years, is this coin still in such high demand? And just how much could you potentially make from owning one of these stunning pieces of history? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and demand. For the most part, a typical 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is worth only its face value, 50 cents. But as with any collectible, condition plays a critical role in determining its worth. A coin in excellent condition, with sharp details and no visible wear, can fetch a much higher price on the open market. But here's where the story gets truly remarkable. The highest quality proof coins from 1971, especially those with unique characteristics or rare mint errors, have seen their value skyrocket. At the time of filming, a pristine, high-grade 1971 S-proof Kennedy half-dollar could be worth upwards of $70,000. Yes, you heard that right, $70,000. That's the kind of value a rare coin like this can hold when it's properly preserved and authenticated by experts. So, why is this coin, once a simple piece of currency, now worth so much? The answer is a combination of history, rarity, and the passionate community of collectors who understand just how significant these coins are. Every coin has a story, and every collector seeks to find that one piece that will complete their collection. In the case of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar, that story continues to evolve, and its value shows no signs of slowing down. Whether you're an avid numismatist or a casual collector, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar remains a shining example of how even the most seemingly ordinary coins can become extraordinary pieces of history. And who knows, perhaps the next coin you find could be the one that completes your collection, just as the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar has completed its place in history. I've kept the tone conversational, engaging, and story-driven while omitting subtitles. This version should flow naturally when read aloud or delivered in a video format. Top 3. In the world of coin collecting, certain pieces of history stand out, not just for their age or rarity, but for the stories they tell, the significance they carry, and the legacy they embody. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is one of these pieces. It may seem like a simple coin at first glance, but it is much more than just a circulating piece of currency. Its design, its production, and the way it has been cherished by collectors for decades all contribute to its ongoing allure. In this video, we're going to uncover the journey of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, exploring its historical context, its design, its minting details, and of course, its incredible collector appeal. By the end, we'll reveal just how much this coin is worth today, a value that may surprise you. To understand the importance of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, we need to look back to the early 1960s, a decade that changed America in so many ways. President John F. Kennedy was an iconic figure, representing a new era of hope, ambition, and progress. His vision of a better world, both domestically and internationally, captivated the hearts of millions. Tragically, in 1963, JFK was assassinated, leaving the nation in shock. The loss of this leader led to an outpouring of grief, and his legacy was solidified in the minds of Americans as one of strength, resolve, and vision. In response to his death, the U.S. government decided to honor President Kennedy by issuing a coin that would forever symbolize his influence. In 1964, the Kennedy half-dollar was introduced, its design based on the likeness of JFK, as well as a powerful symbol of the American eagle. The coin, made from 90% silver, was first minted to commemorate the life and legacy of a president who had been taken too soon. In 1971, however, a significant change occurred in the world of U.S. coinage. Rising silver prices were putting a strain on the U.S. mint, and the costs of producing silver coins had become unsustainable. As a result, the mint began transitioning away from silver in many of its coins, including the Kennedy half-dollar. The composition of the coin was changed to a copper-nickel-clad composition, making it more affordable to produce. This move marked the end of an era of silver coins and set the stage for the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, struck in the new copper-nickel-clad composition, was produced in enormous quantities. In total, more than 200 million of these coins were minted that year, making it one of the most widely circulated coins of the era. The coin was produced at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. As is typical with U.S. coin production, coins from Philadelphia were made without a mint mark, while coins from Denver were marked with a D. The San Francisco Mint, however, produced proof coins, which were specially struck for collectors. The design of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar remains largely the same as the original 1964 issue. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The design is intended to capture Kennedy's dignified image, reflecting the solemnity of his untimely death. On the reverse of the coin, designed by Frank Gasparo, we see the familiar image of an eagle with its wings outstretched, holding a bundle of arrows and an olive branch, which symbolize the country's strength and desire for peace. While the design remained consistent, the major change for the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar came in the minting process. The switch to the copper-nickel-clad composition meant that the coins no longer contained precious silver, but it also marked a shift in the appearance and durability of the coin. The 1972 coins, particularly those produced in Philadelphia and Denver, were made for circulation and were not meant to be rare. However, the San Francisco proof coins, produced in limited quantities for collectors, were a different story entirely. These proof coins were struck with special care, resulting in a mirror-like finish and superior details. The quality of these proof coins made them much more desirable to collectors, and they are highly prized today. Coin collectors are always searching for the best specimens. those that are rare, well-preserved, and in exceptional condition. The 1972 Kennedy half dollar is no different. While many of the coins minted that year were used for everyday transactions, others were carefully preserved, and over time, some of these coins have become highly sought after. As with any collectible, the value of a coin depends greatly on its condition. A coin that is in excellent, mint condition can be worth significantly more than one that shows signs of wear and tear. For collectors, the condition of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is particularly important. Coins that have been graded by professional numismatic grading services and have received high grades, such as MS 65 or higher, are the most valuable. These coins are nearly flawless, with sharp, well-defined details and no visible signs of wear. While it's not rare to find 1972 Kennedy half dollars in circulation, it is rare to find one in such pristine condition. The most coveted of these coins are, of course, the proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint. These coins were produced for collectors and sold by the U.S. Mint in special proof sets. The proof coins have a smooth, reflective surface that is a hallmark of the minting process. They are typically found in much higher quality than regular circulation coins, and their desirability among collectors has only grown over the years. Now, you might be wondering, what is the value of a 1972 Kennedy half dollar today? For the vast majority of the coins produced in 1972, the value remains relatively low, often only worth their face value of 50 cents. However, the rare, high-quality examples, particularly the proof coins, can fetch a much higher price. High-grade proof coins, especially those graded at PR 69 or PR 70, can be worth anywhere from $50 to $1,500, depending on the specific coin and the demand in the market. But the truly remarkable coins, the ones with rare minting errors or in near-perfect condition, have seen their value soar. One of the most astounding facts about the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is its potential value for the rarest of the rare coins. For instance, a flawless 1972 S-proof Kennedy half dollar, especially one graded at PR 70, can easily be worth up to $65,000. That's a staggering amount for a coin that was originally minted as a regular issue and not intended for such high value. The price reflects the coin's rarity, its historical significance, and the growing demand for high-quality, well-preserved examples. For collectors, owning a 1972 Kennedy half dollar in excellent condition is like holding a piece of history, one that links us to a pivotal moment in American history. The coin's design, which pays tribute to a beloved president, and its role in the broader context of U.S. coinage, make it a truly special item for any numismatic collection.So. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone just beginning to explore the world of numismatics, the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is a coin worth paying attention to. Its historical significance, unique design, and the potential for value make it a treasure for collectors everywhere. Camera fades to black, with the soft sound of coins clinking in the background. And with that, we conclude our exploration of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar. A coin that started as a simple tribute to a fallen president has become much more. A valuable and enduring symbol of a time in American history that continues to captivate the imagination of collectors. Top 4. We're going to dive deep into one such coin, the 2021 Kennedy half dollar. It may seem like a modern coin compared to some of its older counterparts, but don't be fooled. Like all great coins, it has its own story to tell, from its historical context to its design, from the details of its minting to its appeal to collectors. And by the end of this journey, you'll see why this coin could be worth as much as $6,500 today. To understand the significance of the 2021 Kennedy half dollar, we need to first look at its origins. The Kennedy half dollar was introduced in 1964, just months after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. In a time of national mourning, the U.S. Treasury decided to honor the fallen president by issuing a coin in his likeness. JFK had become a symbol of hope, progress, and youthful energy for many Americans, and the coin would serve as a lasting tribute to his life and legacy. The original design, created by artist Gilroy Roberts, features a portrait of Kennedy on the obverse, while the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the American eagle, an enduring symbol of the country's strength and ideals. The Kennedy half dollar became an instant success, with millions struck in its first year. It wasn't just a piece of currency. It was a symbol of a nation's respect and reverence for the late president. In the decades that followed, the Kennedy half-dollar became a staple in U.S. coinage. Yet, like all coins, it evolved. After years of being produced in 90% silver, a change came in 1971 when the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-nickel clad composition due to rising silver prices. The Kennedy half-dollar continued to be produced, but in a more cost-effective material. It still carried the same powerful design and symbolism, though the silver content had been replaced by a more durable and affordable metal. Fast forward to 2021. The Kennedy half-dollar, still with its iconic design, continues to circulate, but in much smaller quantities than before. The 2021 edition, like many modern coins, was struck with great care and precision at the U.S. Mint, and while it's still a regular circulating coin, it carries a unique appeal for collectors due to its limited mintage, its design, and the context of its production. The 2021 Kennedy half-dollar has two primary versions: the standard circulation coin and the proof version. The circulation coins, like those that were struck for regular use, are produced in high volumes, while the proof coins are made specifically for collectors and come with a much higher quality. In fact, the proof version of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar is what makes this coin stand out from many other modern coins. Unlike the circulating version, the proof coin is struck multiple times using specially polished dies, giving it a mirrored, flawless finish. This technique gives the coin an almost ethereal quality, with every detail of the design standing out in sharp relief. The design itself has remained remarkably consistent over the years, maintaining the classic Kennedy portrait on the obverse. However, the reverse design has undergone some subtle changes since the coin's original issue. The eagle design has been tweaked over the years, but it has always symbolized the strength and unity of the United States. In 2021, the reverse of the Kennedy half-dollar was as striking as ever, featuring the eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, a nod to the country's power and desire for peace. The coin still carries the words United States of America and E pluribus unum, reinforcing the nation's ideals of unity and liberty. While the coin's design may not have changed drastically, its ongoing appeal to collectors has only grown, thanks to its place in U.S. history and the continued tribute it pays to President Kennedy. The 2021 Kennedy half-dollar was produced at multiple U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. As always, the coins minted in Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, while those produced in Denver carry the D mint mark. But for collectors, the real prize is the proof coin, which was struck at the San Francisco Mint and marked with an S mint mark. These proof coins, produced in much smaller quantities than their circulating counterparts, are the ones that draw the most attention from numismatists. As with all collectibles, the value of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar is determined by several factors: condition, rarity, and demand. The coins struck for general circulation are still worth face value, 50 cents, but the proof versions are a different story. High-quality proof coins from 2021, especially those that have been preserved in pristine condition, can fetch much higher prices on the secondary market. The key to their value lies in their quality, the limited quantity produced, and the lasting demand from collectors who view them as both a tribute to JFK and an enduring piece of American numismatic history. One of the most important factors in determining the value of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar is the grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades representing coins in better condition. A coin that is graded MS 65 or higher, meaning it is virtually flawless and has no signs of wear, will command a much higher price than one that has been worn or damaged over time. A perfect coin, graded MS 70, is considered flawless, with no imperfections visible even under magnification. These coins are the most valuable, and they can often sell for many times their face value. For the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar, a coin in excellent condition, such as a PR 70 or MS 70 proof coin, can sell for upwards of $100, depending on the current market. But what makes this coin even more intriguing is the potential for minting errors or unique variations, which can significantly increase its value. Errors like double strikes, off-center coins, or coins with unusual die markings are particularly sought after by collectors. A single error coin could fetch thousands of dollars, depending on its rarity and appeal. However, The true appeal of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar lies in its historical context. Every coin tells a story, and this one is no different. It's a reminder of the impact of President Kennedy on American society and the world. It's a reflection of the ideals of hope, unity, and ambition that he championed. And, for collectors, it represents an opportunity to own a piece of that history, whether it's for its rarity, its beauty, or simply its connection to one of America's most iconic leaders. Now, let's talk about the value of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar. While the regular circulation versions are still worth just 50 cents, the proof versions are in much higher demand among collectors. The value of these coins can vary significantly based on their condition and rarity, but some high-grade proof coins can sell for several $100s. If you happen to own a pristine proof coin, graded at MS 70 or PR 70, it could easily be worth upwards of $1,000. And if you manage to find one with a rare minting error or unique characteristic, the value can skyrocket even further. The most valuable examples, those that are both in perfect condition and feature a rare error, can fetch prices as high as $6,500 in today's market. That's right, $6,500 for a single 2021 Kennedy half-dollar. It's not just a coin. It's a piece of history, and for the right collector, it's a treasure worth far more than its original face value. With the demand for these coins continuing to grow, and with collectors always on the lookout for rare and unique examples, the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar may continue to appreciate in value over time. For those just starting their numismatic journey, or for seasoned collectors looking to expand their collection, the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar offers a perfect opportunity to own a coin that carries both historical weight and the potential for future appreciation. Whether you're holding it in your hand today or searching for the perfect specimen, one thing is certain. The 2021 Kennedy half-dollar is a coin with a story, a legacy, and, potentially, an impressive value. Camera zooms out, focusing on a display case full of 2021 Kennedy half-dollars, the light reflecting off their polished surfaces as the screen fades to black.